Welcome back, one and all, to Dynne Plays Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Yurt people. We are watching over these three individuals. Nothing else in the world exists until I release my hold on time. Currently, we are trapped in a Yurt time bubble. It's mainly because of yogurt. I mean, yogurt possesses a lot of intrinsic and extrinsic powers, and one of them, if properly fertilized, fermented, manipulated. If you are a yogurt bender, you might as well call yourself a time bender. Anyway, we need to go fight an enemy because apparently these people have been waiting for us to kill an enemy out in the world. Apparently they're under threat. It travels towards you. I feel like you can. Oh, it's just a monkey. It's just a big monkey. Block its path. No, why? Don't stop. It's a peaceful monkey. It's not like one of those green guys that are all angry at everything. Look at me. It's a Dutch angle camera. I'm a slime. Where is he going? He's off into the distance. The Wanderer has intimidated the beast into a retreat. Incredible. Only Saran Wrap has such power. It is so. It is so. See how the beast runs. He's gone. Never to return. Until the plot demands he returns. Batcan. I will get your names right. Sorry, I just watched your brother's movie. Him being a movie star, it's a strange change of pace from going to like the chief of a nomadic plains tribe to being a A-list actor. It's a very strange change of profession, but I am not going to dissuade, disambiguify, because that's a word. I'm not going to disambiguify your choices and thing. I have courage, yes. I will try and curtail my rambling. To be completely honest, in the effort of being entirely transparent, Nuts pulled me aside for a conversation. You were all concerned about the screaming and the drastic music that was playing and, Betzorig's, weird funky dance routine. But while you were distracted by him with the bed and the picture of the horse and all that, Nuts took me aside and be like, I know you're the boss, and I know you're a Celestrian, the third greatest. It's like, I know all this. But it's like, nothing but respect. You've given me a lot of opportunities to take care of bolts. You've given me a lot of opportunities with this nice fanky fire shield. Pardon my words, you're infecting me. But that's like nothing, again, for the third time, nothing but respect. But you gotta cool it with the rambling, because one of these days, you're gonna get us into a situation where we won't be able to get out of it. And one of these days, the third greatest Celestial, we're able to do a lot of stuff. Charles can make everything explode. Nuts, me, I can poke things. And Bolts can, like, she's a greasy weasel. She can squeeze out of anything. It's like, as long as her head can squeeze through a gap, like, she can dislocate every bone in her body and get out of said gap. And I'm like, that's a great skill to have. But if you don't start chilling out, you're gonna agree to something, and that'll be bad for us, because we only have one golden train, and if you cost us the golden train, bad things. And then it's like, I took that to heart. I am always open to criticism, especially from my own party members. So if they come to me with genuine concerns and they come to me with genuine feedback and advice and criticisms, I'm going to internalize it. I'm going to think about it. And I'm going to, because it was Nuts, I'm almost certainly going to agree outright, because it's Nuts and she's the brains of the operation. Because ever since putting on the slime hat, I've felt my brain leaking out of my ears. And it's not because the slimes, I don't want to say that the slime that I'm wearing on my head is an actual slime and it's eating my brains. I don't want to say that, because I genuinely don't believe slimes in any point in history have ever feasted on brains. I don't think there's ever been a case of reanimated slimes. Could be wrong. I'm not the biggest history buff, but I could be wrong. But maybe I do need to change the helmet. Maybe I need to change the helmet because I feel like the slime is talking in my ears way too much, and I'm going to attempt it. I might just go right outside to the armor shop and buy that headband, and maybe that'll help. Maybe it'll help. Anyway, with that, all of the housekeeping, Nuts' housekeeping out of the way, we're going to continue with 33% rambling. I feel like we need to set reasonable goals in terms of the rambling, and 33% less rambling is probably within reach. 50%, that's really pushing it. Anything more than that is an impossibility. So I feel like 33, a third percent less rambling is good. You have great courage, and I see in your eyes, there's a glimmer, a shine in your eyes. You've reached some kind of internal conclusion about the nature of your own life. I commend you for that. Oh, look at my son. He's doing his funky little dance. I really wish that might have been... sorry, words. I won't ramble, but the Celestrian ears, they need to kick in. I need... Plains dialect. Plains dialect. That's Plains dialect, because it's rambling, 33%. Though I wish that the might on which he depended were his own. Right, okay. That's a lot of words that start with the same letter and rhyme, which is bad for my brain. Fear no more, Batzorig. It is done. You are safe. Oh, he's done with his funky little dance. Good on you. That was a long exercise. I'm glad your ankles are strong. Forgive me, Father, for I am without courage. I am a disappointment for you. Batzorig, one day you must lead our tribe. How will you do so if you fear such beasts? I'm like, why would you fear it? He didn't even try and attack anyone. All he did was just, like, come up to me, stare me in my baby blues, and then just run away. As long as... it's probably because they have the giant axe. Maybe we just need to get you a giant axe. If we just get you a giant axe, the threat of being like, he has a really big axe. If he uses that on me, I'm going to die. I'm not going to mess with him. And just, like, the threat, the implication of having a giant axe is usually enough of a deterrent. You're right, Father. And Dynne, you are right as well. I probably do need to get a giant axe. But aside from that potential avenue of plans, I don't... I'm sorry, I'm still flustered. I have no excuses. My spirit was honorable, but my spine deserted me when the moment came. Then you will be given another chance, Batzorig. A chance for your spirit to triumph over your spine. I don't necessarily recommend trying to beat your spine. It's an integral part of human anatomy. I really feel like if you want to do a spine workout, maybe like adjust your posture, or I don't know, maybe focusing on stuff that's, you know, beneficial, like leg day or cardio. Maybe try cardio. You're plains people. You should know how to run. The bond with a horse? I don't know. Invest in a spear or a giant axe. Do something. Just don't beat your spines. Father, I cannot. It's just as Dynne said. I don't want to try and exercise my spines. The last time we tried to introduce a spinal tap, people died. Men, take my weak-willed son away and make him the hunter he cannot bring himself to be. Throw him into the plains. You are banished henceforth from Batzorig until you, Batzorig, become a hunter. No, don't touch me. Help, stop them. Saran wrap. Well, he's been taken away. We'll never see him again. When I imagine him as the next tribe chief, my head is with such great worry that I cannot sleep. In the one bed that you have, Batman, is Saran Wrap your consort? Is she like it's like I don't want to say bed warmer, but like you only have one bed. Does she sleep on the table? In the cupboard, on the pots? Like, does someone sleep on the throne? It's big enough for someone to sleep. Why do you have such a big throne? You'd think as like a traveling nomadic tribes people, you'd not have giant golden thrones. I mean, like, it's even embroidered with leather and everything. Like, how are you going to move that? Regardless, he is a dear boy with such a great attachment to me. I cannot feel but disappointed in him. Oh, you're sitting on the throne now. It doesn't seem like the comfiest of thrones. It's like you're really close to the ground. Forgive us, Dynne, for such a dishonorable display. Oh, no, trust me, I have been a guardian of humans and mortals for longer than you can comprehend. Trust me, having a preteen not live up to your potential is not even the least of the most dishonorable things that I've seen humans do. That was my son, but I have long since gathered that. My tribe will be as herd with no bull. Why do you have such weird idioms? If he becomes chief, we will be a herd with no bull. Nothing but cows? Why would you call your own people cows? It seems like such a derogatory thing. If you wish to build high, you must dig deep. I suppose having a strong foundation, not necessarily deep. You want to have a strong foundation. You want to have a wide foundation. That way you can support more. Because if you have a wide foundation versus a deep foundation, like a deeper foundation would definitely help with like structure if you were not building high. If you wanted to build high, you'd need to initially build wide. So you can like build it gradually up and up and up, pyramid style. And for that, you need a wide foundation. Not necessarily a deep one, but like a wide. I recommend strong, deep, yes, but also wide. It's my duty as his father to give him confidence, but I ponder how. Give him a spear, strip him down to his underwear, and then toss him out into the plains and tell him you're not allowed to come back until you bring some kind of beast. Prove your worth. And it can be any beast, like whether he brings back some kind of raging green ram or a gruffin or a drackle. Who knows what he'd bring back? But depending on what beast he brings back would determine how worthy he is. Because if he brings back a dracky, that's kind of pathetic, and I understand. But if he brings back a drackle, that's really impressive, because those things are big. How would you drag it all the way back to Batsareg? But that would be the ingenuity aspect, and it would be a good test. It gives him options while still maintains the threat of if you fail, you're a failure. So maybe ponder on this Celestrian's advice. An idea has come to me. Or cut out all of my advice and just go straight to the Saran Wraps idea. You spoke that when you came here in search of a fruit that shines, did you not? I did, that very thing, yes. Then offer your assistance in the fight against the beast, but you must allow Batsareg to strike the final blow. If you fulfill this task, we will aid you in your search for the fruit. We would not wish you to come to harm in your search. Would you? You don't know me. All I've done for you and your people is just to be like, that's an animal. And then it ran away. I didn't even do anything. I just looked at it. And I'm like, I'm assessing the situation. And it already thought, it's like, oh, that is a powerful individual. And then it booked it. I didn't do anything. May it be so. If Saran believes this to be the right path, then I am in harmony with it. My son prepares himself at the yurts to the north of our village. Go to him. Lend him your might. I suppose I just might. Okay, that's fine. I don't have anything else planned for today, so I might as well track down a fruit and help a young man overcome his terror and fear. Is it in this yurt? We'll see. No. Where is he? To the north of the village. The female with the name Strange Healing Power. We've already spoken to you. We have already spoken to you. Can I steal your money again? No. You have nothing. Nothing, I say. That's fine. To the north of the village. Is it literally outside of the village? Because it might be. Do I want to fight enemies? I probably do. You remind me of the apocalypses. Yeah, let's fight some enemies. We need to clear out the Alugazar Plains, and we can begin our monster control crew with Mecha Minas? No, what are these things? Robo Robins. We got some new birds. We got birds on these planes. These guys have no wings, but those ones are made of metal, which is rather incredible. If it wasn't for the Celestrian's master of technologies, the Robo Robin population would have overrun all life in the world. Before the intervention of the Celestrians, Robo Robins possessed the unique ability of self-replication via molecular manipulation. They were able to take elementary particles from one element and add them to another, which allowed them to infinitely create the materials to create more of themselves. The Celestrians introduced a new particle to existence that had the sole attribute of decaying once manipulated. So when the Robo-Robins utilized these particles, their creations would also decay. Pectorals have one of the smallest brain-to-body ratio of all bipeds. Their brain is only the size of a malnourished grape and continually baffle biologists because they do not understand how the birds continue to survive. By all metrics, they should be incapable of survival and be considered to be in a constant vegetative state, but pectorals seemingly thrive generation after generation on the plains. If any animal embodies their instincts more than the pectoral, it has yet to be found. We're probably going to ultimately blow them up. Dynne can have his axe, Charles just makes everything explode, and everyone else can just poke and slash. Look at that, poke. Robo-Robins, as being robotic and made of metal, have very high physical defenses. Like, you saw it, Nuts and Bolts only did like 40 damage. It's quite easy to deal with these enemies compared to the ones outside Swine Dibbles anyway, because these are technically meant to be fought before you go to Swine Dibbles, so it's definitely beneficial to come here in the order. And if you didn't know the order, it's technically, once you get the boat, based on the levels of the game, you're supposed to go to Gleba, and then Batsurag, and then Swine Dibbles, so we're gonna do it in reverse, because we want to. And by we, I mean me, because, well, I've always been contrarian. Swinoceroses! The Batsuragian plainsmen created Swinoceros by breeding rhinos with fatty, meat-rich pigs. When the rest of the world discovered this bit of animal husbandry, they were equally shocked, confused, and appalled. The single question that arose was, how did you get the pigs to commit to a long-term relationship? Their answer? Well, we took advantage of the pigs being omnivores. Their answer neither solved nor explained anything. People stopped caring, though, when they tasted Swinoceros filet mignon. Their horns, little known fact, are made of pure iridium. If you are ever able to cleave off the horn of a Swinoceros, well, be careful, iridium's radioactive, and most mortals, all? Celestrians know that radioactivity is quite bad because beta particles are not something you ever want to get inside of your meat. Bad. It is very bad. You don't want betas in your meat. But aside from that, mortals, I'm not sure, know how deadly that is. So hopefully they don't drop any magic beast horns because that would be bad for us. And they didn't, which is very good. Very, very good. I think the yurts are up at the north of town, even though it's not technically necessarily a town. I found more yurts. A pink one. Wow. Super Monkey Rosé. Brainy baboon. For being extremely brainy, it doesn't seem to notice me. Well, but to be fair, in its defense, I am a rather subterfuge-able master? I blend in with my environment. I don't know if that counts for subterfuge. Brainy baboons are made entirely of bubblegum, but have the tensile strength of rubber. This means that they both taste delicious and have startlingly high defenses. They use these qualities to get the upper hand in most combat scenarios because they are able to fake out enemies by allowing them to get a bite or two in, and when their enemies are inevitably distracted by the taste, they strike. Brainy baboons as a species also tend to coexist well with others, so long as they are kept well fed with sugary treats. High blood sugar is the key to a healthy bubblegum flavor after all. I'm pretty sure it's not going to survive our round of attack, though. Because if Charles is doing 20 damage, it has no defenses. Look at that. 100 damage from nuts. That's nuts. $100. Neato. Let's try and find the boy. Where is the boy? Another horse. Nay. Nay. There must be a different breed of horses. Why do you have a random weapons rack with 2 spears just out in the corner? So very strange. Where is that boy? I was promised that I would be rewarded with golden fruit if I but helped the young man conquer his fears. And I was told he would be up here. Yo, where is the boy? You have a quest. Ah, you are with the great strength. I am called Naruhi. Turn your ears to my plea, kind traveler. All right, you know about my ears. I will engage my Celestrian ears. There is a female I am with interest in. It is important that I display to her my brawn. It seems she has desires for a man who is with many muscles, and I am distrusting my worthiness. Might I suggest raw protein? Just eat raw meat. Well, cook it first, not like just meat and nothing but meat, like raw meat, but not like raw meat, because that would be bad for your health. You'd probably get sick like that, like blue rare meat if you're gonna do it that way. But like just meat, like eat an 8-ounce steak for breakfast, a 12-ounce steak for lunch, and then you can wash it down at dinner with a 16-ounce steak, and then do that for the next 3 months, and every day between meals, don't stop doing push-ups. And that's like full stop, nothing else. Push-ups and nothing else, and then you'll have your muscles. The female desires her man to have the skill of defeating a Draculord with little distress. Okay, so you want to kill a dragon god. If this Draculord is defeated within 3 turns, he will drop a large fang. This fang is the object that I call for. So, to win the affection of your beloved, she is asking for someone to display great strength. And to do that, she's like, you need to get the tooth of a Draculord. And they only get these tooths within 3 turns of combat. So you take that to mean pawn the work off on someone else. Instead of doing it yourself, you want to make me do it. Your labors will of course be honored. I don't quite care about being honored for my labors. I don't think you're worthy of the woman that you're after, because if she's demanding her betrothed, potential betrothed, to be strong, you need to be strong. Arguably, the only arguable thing that you've got going for you is you're strong of mind, because you're like, I can get someone else to do it, but that's just kind of scummy, because she literally said brawn, muscles. You need to be strong enough to do this yourself. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, 171. I feel like that's a ways away from when I'm supposed to be doing this. Narugi at the Hunter's Yurts needs your help to woo a girl he's keen on. Defeat a Draculord in 3 turns or less to win a Draculord's tooth for him. Because it's so late, because it's 171, I'm questioning when we'll be able to actually do this. When are we gonna find a Draculord? May it be so, fortune was smiling upon me when it brought you across my path, kind traveler. I will await your triumph with anticipation. I would do anything, or any fang. I would do any fang for love. I suppose you are technically a member of my flock, and thus I will aid you. I just find it to be a tiny bit sleazeball-like if you're like pawning off such declarations of love for other people. Voices can be heard from within the inside of the yurt. Why do you hesitate to begin the hunt? How are you to follow in the footsteps of your father if you do nothing? Your words mean nothing in the face of the ugly truth. I am struck rigid with fear at the very sight of the beast. You there, who are you? What is your business? I am here on behalf of Batcon. I am here to lend my strength at the feet of Batzorig. I'm here to help him. I'm Blue Man, I'm here to help. An outsider, follow me. Oh wow, you just shoved me. Do you know who I am? I am Guardian Dynne. I remember you. What intention do you have with me? I'm here on behalf of your father to help. Our chief requested you to assist with the defeat of the beast. Yes. This warrior scared the beast away from Batzorig. With such valor beside you cannot be with fear, Batzorig. Calm, young master. We must set out with haste. Such stubborn insistence, stubborn as a mule. I will say again for the last time, I will not pursue the beast. Wow, what a contrarian. A great shame. Even foul water will put out a fire, yet Batzorig refuses to extinguish this menace. What are you drinking from that the water is foul? Like, maybe not use foul water? Ooh, lamb's wool. Nice, wow, lamb's wool. I love that. Where is he? Bat Zorig, do you have, like, some kind of ulterior motive or, like, some kind of, like, I don't even know, secret desire? Do you know something that we don't? Oh, he's crying. Oh, God, I've never learned how to deal with crying humans. Come on, you gotta step up your game. Dynne. Yes, that's me. You spoke that my father requested you to aid me in my task, did you not? The people are all with the belief that the beast desires to take the life of my father. Do you also see it so? Well, I mean, far be it from me to make conclusions on the psychology of beasts, but I do find it to be slightly odd that it's only going for your father. Like, it got into camp, it got into your town, and when faced with people, like face to face, they got directly in its path, it stopped, it pivoted, and it went in another direction. And it did that every time. I think that's a bit strange for giant apes, because, again, Betzerig, giant apes, they're literally 90% muscle. If they wanted to kill you, they would beat you into a bloody pulp. And the fact that this one did not do that, it seems strange. I don't know if it wants to kill your dad. I don't know. Maybe your dad invaded its home. Maybe you destroyed a forest. Maybe you killed its cub. Monkey. What are baby monkeys? Are they called cubs? No. Tiny monkey. Maybe you killed a tiny monkey. Maybe you just, I don't know, redirected its river. It could be a grudge. Far be it from me to say. But I'm going to trust my gut. And my Celestrian gut says no. I see. And I see that you are with the wisdom to know this. You know truth from falsehood. It matters not. I will not pursue the beast, and I am therefore without need of your aid. I must attend to something. Forgive me. What do you need to attend to? What is... Oh, God, I forgot. Oh, for the briefest... Oh, no, for the briefest of moments. I genuinely forgot that you existed, Stella. Oh, man, now that I am made aware of your presence in my life again. Right, you're in that hollowed-out void that's called my chest. Maybe my lack of language skills is due to my shunning of Stella. Maybe I need to consult with Stella more often for my brain to work. Okay, fine. Stella, fine. I'm sorry, all right? I forgot that you existed. I'm sorry. I apologize. You have my unreserved, wholehearted apology. I will not ignore you. Apparently, ignoring the problem of Stella does not make it go away. I'll try and find a different way of resolving this. We can't be having this. I'm sorry. Again, I apologize. I'll try and fix it. I swear. Can we please get back to the task at hand? There's a fruit abound and a monkey abound and a coward abound and a lot of things are abound and we need to solve it. I'm 33%. I'm trying, Stella. Please, just get on with this. If there's no monster hunt to help with, there's no fig hunting favors to be had at the end of it. Do we really need them? I'm like, I have a better track record with finding figs than they do. Fine, I'll deal with it myself. Fine, let's go track the boy down. Maybe we can convince him otherwise. I have no idea where he would have gone, though. Did you see him run away? It seems Batzerig crossed the northern bridge alone. I am musing at where he has departed for and why. It cannot be that a boy with such cowardice goes to fight the monster alone. No, the idea is unthinkable. All right, I guess we're going north, tracking him down. Luckily, the bridge is literally right here. Where are we going? We're going right here. Apparently, we've found him already. Finally, an individual who is not faster than me. Look, I spy with my little eye someone beginning with Batzo, or Badzu. It's a Shih Tzu. They only had one dog. Whatever his name, the boy from the village. I thought he was supposed to be petrified of monsters. What is he doing all the way up here on his lonesome Todd, then? Something's fishy underfoot, and it's not that sardine you stepped in. What? Where do you think I've been? There's no sardines under my clogs. They're anti-fish. Let's get after him and see where he's hiding. This is why I tried to ignore you, Stella, because you come at me with like stupid, this is like, oh, you stepped on a sardine. I don't care about any sardines. Oh, something tells me I'm going to have to, no, don't. Something tells me I'm going to have to go all the way to that random cave, all the way at the end of this path. Because there's nothing that says random paths. Should I fight these monsters? I probably should. I'm not going to, though. Maybe on the way back. Definitely on the way back. I don't really care. Although, I do care. Fine, if I see enemies, I'll fight them. At least the ones that I haven't fought yet. Man, that is a really big axe. Battering rams and treevilles. We've already fought the treevilles. We only need to learn about battering rams. Despite their animalistic stature, battering rams are in actuality plants. Their fur is a hyper-dense grass that gives them superior protection against the blunt force attacks. They've developed their ram-like appearances for the sole purpose of better surviving on the plains. Creatures like peckerels and swinoceroses used to gorge themselves on battering rams before they adopted their new forms, but stopped nearly entirely after they broke one too many teeth trying to bite through their cellulose-rich hides. Ooh, this is a great opportunity to test out Poplar Toppler, because they're trees, and we can definitely do that. Do boom on them, attack the rams, and that other tree will be fine. 63, that's good. Boom! Boom, bossa boom, festival. It's raising its tension. We gotta kill that thing quickly. Quickly, please kill it. Oh no, my MP on the woman who does not use MP ever. You're using a Yggdrasil leaf? That's not fair. You're not allowed to do that. Wow, 217 damage. That is the power of using a skill like that. Attack, 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 attack. 64. Does that come back with full health? It probably comes back with full health, which is really surprising. 28 damage? 58 damage? Why would you stop that? How many of those do you have? That's so incredibly annoying. Luckily for you, you're all gonna die. I wonder if I get more EXP for enemies that they revive. Like, do I get EXP twice over for the battering ram and the treevil because they brought them back from the dead? Maybe. It doesn't look like it. That doesn't seem like a lot of EXP for, like, 5 or 6 enemies. But who knows? Might be. Might not be. Oh, rock. Nah, fine. We'll fight the rock as well. What could possibly go wrong? A rock bomb. And they're too stunned to move. Have we fought rock bombs before? Maybe. Maybe? Maybe not. We'll have to see. The omniscient tomes will know one way or another. Rock bombs have a single goal in their lives: becoming perfectly spherical and then exploding. Rock bombs are so in tune with the shape of their bodies that they can recognize the position of their own atoms and realize exactly how round they are. They actively seek out radioactive materials to tear particles away from themselves to achieve perfect sphericalness. It usually takes them billions of years to achieve this level of perfection due to the half-lives of radioactive materials, but because they are rocks, they can easily live this long. We shall do extreme amounts of damage by the power of explosions. Wow, 184. That's a lot of damage. It was a critical hit, so the rock bomb is dead. We might have fought them before, because I have vague memories of fighting. No, we fought a grenade. Right, on the cliffs of Moritha. No. Right before Zir Rocks, we found grenades. Rock bombs are different creatures. So it's good to fight them. Ooh, a treasure chest. A lump of lamb's wool. Wow, it's not like I can't buy that immediately from Batzarag. What is that thing? Oh, it's a peckerel something. Anyway, I'm sure Batzorg is in this random cave because this is the only location that we haven't been to, and there's no other place to go. Well, there actually is a place to go. Off to the east, there's another path down, but trust me, we'll be going there eventually, later, not right now. This is Mount Ulbaroon. I don't know, is this a special location or is this the mountain, like the mountain range? Yeah, the mountain range is Mount Ulbaroon. I don't think that this particular area that we're in currently is Mount Ulbaroon. But we will go in the cave and we will explore. Shock of all shocks! You're in cahoots! No wonder you didn't want to kill them. Such a method might result in Saranrap's defeat, but your death would be guaranteed also. If you're dead, my mother will be with great sadness in her new world. Life is not to be thrown away like a well-gnawed bone. You must remain here and guard the grave of my beloved mother. Do you understand, Kunbish? You! How is it you have come here? I followed your tracks. I'm a great tracker. I followed the footprints in the sand. And the grass and the mud. And you left a lot of footprints. Plus, there was like a giant track of ape tracks just also following in your footsteps. It was not that hard. You have heard our conversation, then. This cannot be helped. I must tell you the truth in its entirety. The beast is my friend. He is called Kunbish. Long ago, my mother and I found him injured on the plains and gave him assistance. We became friends afterwards. Kunbish's target in our village was not my father, but Saran. She deceives our peaceful people with trickery, lies, deceit, evil plots. I have feigned idiocy and cowardice to make her without suspicion of me, but I cannot create a plan to oust her. This is the full truth. Please, you must keep it hidden from all others' ears. And now, I must return to the yurts. Farewell. I'm sorry, you can't just drop a giant bomb like that. It wasn't that big of a bomb. Oh, the dead, of course. Celestrian, gotta deal with this. Beloved Batsarig, take great care, my child. Saran Satstrashal plots your death. Are you gonna drop a bomb like that? Excuse me, ma'am. That's something that needs to be talked about. You have eyes that see me? Yes. It's the slime hat. Why does everyone doubt me? Blessings be upon the Almighty for this miracle. I am the wife of the brave leader Batkan, chief of the Batsarig tribe. I am called Bayarma. Arma. You can call me Bay. I'm not your Bay, though. Don't get that confused. Wanderer, I see in you a greatness. Oh, thank you. You're not the first to say that, but yeah, and you won't be the last, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Please, you must permit me to ask a favor. Far to the east of this place, at the foot of the eastern mountain, lies the village of Gerzun, long since ravaged by monsters. I wish you to travel there and gather the precious Bodura grass. Then you must pass it to Batzorig. It will be of great use to him. Please, aid my son. Aid Batzorig in his battle with evil powers. It sounds like we are on a quest. We have been given a quest by the chief's dead wife. That we found that guy's dead wife. But we need to find some grass. Of course, leave it to the plains people to be like, I want grass. It's not like we have 1,000,000 plains feet worth of it. Because tribes people on the plains measure land in plains feet. Because like a foot, like a normal foot, and a plains foot are completely different units of measurements. Like the entirety of the amount Ilugazar Plains, 12 plains feet long. In normal feet, probably several thousand. Maybe even tens of thousands. I don't rightly know. How they got to that measurement is beyond me. I have no idea. Like, I studied the plains people for a semester in like Humans 101. It wasn't a 101 class. It was technically like a 202. It's been like 1800. It doesn't matter. But none of the Celestrians know how they stumbled onto plains feet. It doesn't make any sense. We have no idea. Anyway, let's stop wasting time pondering the strange nature of the plains people. Let's go over to the town, Gerzun. I was about to say that I forgot, but then I remembered, because that's how brains work. You're like, I forgot, and then I remember, because that's the magic of being alive. You could be like, I forgot, and then I remembered, but it was too late, because I already forgot. I was like, I went to go get milk, but I forgot why I was shopping, so I ended up with 1,200 pounds of yodels, which is like a chocolate-covered chocolate pastry with like a cream filling on side, and they're really freaking delicious. And like, you leave with, why is there a random sign? 1,200 pounds of that, and it's like, I forgot the milk. And then you're like, you got home and you remember the milk, and you're just like, I didn't mean to buy this many avocados. Northeast lies the settlement of Gerzun, which is not a settlement anymore because it was ravaged by monsters, apparently. That's fine. Don't touch me. Don't. Okay, good. Just barely. Apparently, we're coming here a lot earlier than I would have otherwise expected. Mount Uluzun, with the town of Gurzun. Oh, ghouls. Lovely. Is this the place? This is the place, right? This seems like a very confined... I genuinely thought we would be coming here, like, later. Like, much later. Not right now. That's... My sense of progression is non-existent, but that should be well known by now. Oh, wow. It's an entire area. It is an entire area. I am just now remembering how much of a giant area this is. Right, I can see a staircase. This has many floors. This has houses to explore. This is an entirely old village. Right. Forgot about that. That means you're on a bit of a cliffhanger. Stay tuned for the next episode while we explore this entire dungeon, because I am not doing the entirety of a dungeon right now because there are a lot of enemies and I am not doing more enemy fighting because I'm lazy and I don't have the bios ready, but that's fine. Anyway, that's another episode of Dragon Quest IX done, which is incredible. We're making good progress. And by good progress, I mean if we're not rambling. I say 33% less rambling. I think we made the mark. I think we made the mark. I think we did well today. Proud of that. Stella, we've acknowledged your existence and we've made progress. And with that, I'm going to leave you off here. So whether you watch this episode for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Dragon Quest IX Sentinels of the Starry Skies. On the next episode, we will be dealing with Gurzun. We will be finding the grass. We will be returning to that man's dead wife. And we will be delivering said grass to a monkey, maybe? I don't know. Bat Zoreg and the monkey? We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the dead wife wants to do with the grass. Maybe she just wants one final post-mortem smoke. She wants to get high when she goes to the arms of the Almighty. Which is entirely understandable, because as a Celestrian, I love getting high, because I really miss my wings. I really, really miss my wings. 30 seconds, entire thing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode. Later.